I just realized the mic was muted. Anyway, I did say a few things. Might sound a bit different. My boom arm is having some problems, so it's not really holding the mic properly. FF14 because I had some problems running my PS3 through my Elgato. Might have it fixed by next week, so we'll do that next week. Anyways, when we left off, we were going to get some wine to head back and give that wine to a guy whose name I can't remember how to pronounce. And then head to Titan, hopefully. So something might actually be happening instead of running around doing errands for people. Let's get into it. Sweat, grime, and blood. Aye, you reek of blood. An adventurer. Unless I am mistaken, what brings you to Wineport? An order, let me guess. A request for the finest vintage I can muster. This paper smells of loam and perfume. Costa del Sol? And there is also an unmistakable odor of goblin cheese. Yes, Master Gagaruju would not settle for anything less than the best. Hey, a unicorn. Destruktikus and his crew must be quite busy preparing an exotic feast. Hence his decision to rely on an adventurer. Perhaps you are confused. This display of deduction was not intended to impress you. When one loses his vision, he is forced to compensate in other ways. But you've no interest in my affairs. You wish only to discuss the wine, I suspect. Bunch of potions I'll probably never use. Oh, that's why he's wearing glasses. Because he's blind. Where's his cane? Whatever. Life can be so delightfully unpredictable. I always had a passion for wine, but it wasn't until I was forced to retire that I could pursue it as more than a mere hobby. It wouldn't have been possible if not for the savings I amassed during my time as a mercenary, of course. Say what you will about the nature of that work, none can deny that it pays well. But you grow impatient. Destruktikus must have his wine. Herein lies the problem. Nothing in my possession is of sufficient quality for this occasion. The best vintages in town are hoarded by Barglant, who owns and operates the largest winery in Vinyl brand. Somehow, I doubt he will be receptive to your request, but given these circumstances, we must needs beg his assistance. So I gotta ask someone for wine who's gonna say no unless I do something for them. And while we're here, we also have a warrior quest to do. What's up, militia? Captain? My friends, Wineport is much obliged for your aid. The fiends come relentlessly, and what few able-bodied men we have find themselves hopelessly overmatched. Indeed, the western gates have been so besieged that they are currently left without any manned defense. Leave the defense to us, my good man. I will secure the western gate. Dest, you defend the town from the east. Together we will form a bulwark that not a single fiend can penetrate. Once the enemy has been driven back, we return here to back up the captain. Got it, Dest? Sure thing, buddy. I gotta do that. An offer you can refuse. Oh, he's inside. What rank amateur bottled this wine? The impurities have rendered it nigh undrinkable. Dismissal is too good for the man responsible. It should be made to drink every drop of his polluted swill. What is it? I am in the middle of an important discussion, and I do not care for interruptions. The neophyte Vinter bid you speak with me? Ha! Neither you nor your friend has the palate to appreciate the subtle qualities of my private stock. I would sooner serve you Goodboo urine than sell you my worst vintage. Be gone from my sight. How about I stab you? You have a quest. You want me to do something for you? What a dick. I take it he said no. Really? In those words? Well, I cannot say that I am surprised. Well, there's no denying his passion and skill. The wine baron of Limsa Luminsa is not a man known for his tact. Very well, we shall have to take an alternative approach. I mean, am I going to steal wine from him? Is that what we're doing now? Ooh. The vitality one is probably the one I want. There is a chance, however small, that another resident of Wineport can furnish us with a suitable wine. In fact, had you come several years ago, I guarantee this would not be a problem. Alas, the quality of our product has declined significantly in recent years. The only breeds cultivated these days are common lowland vines, which isn't to say that their grapes are of poor quality, only that we have known better. Long ago, the vignerons of Wineport crossbred several species and produced a grape-bearing vine of never-before-seen quality. Bacchus grapes were once the pride of this town, as they were used to produce vintages which surpassed all others. This includes the most aromatic, the most complex, the most flavorful of all wines. The legendary Bacchus wines were born right here, in Wineport. Pardon my enthusiasm. You see, I once had the privilege to sample the particular wine. It was an otherworldly experience. In that moment, I felt as though I had tasted the nectar of the gods themselves. I transcended my mortal flesh and was one with all creation. But as it is all too often said, the calamity changed that. The Bacchus vines were completely destroyed, along with much of the existing stock of Bacchus wines. What little remains is closely guarded by its owners, for it can no longer be made. If we cannot convince Bryglant to part with his wines, our next best option, as ridiculous as it sounds, is to find someone who has a bottle of Bacchus wine, and to offer them every gill we can spare. I've heard rumors that one of their vinegarons tending the vineyard might have once owned a bottle. Perhaps you could start by speaking with them. Sure, I'll run pointless errands. I'm a fucking hero. Doing menial tasks. Durium Thallium. Bacchus wine? Bah, don't remind me. Used to have a cellar filled with the stuff. Thought I could keep the wine safe from thieves and the elements. Never counted on a bloody primal blowing up my goddamn house. Unlucky, buddy. Zhonghua. What? Do I have Bacchus wine? I wish. I never had the chance to try it myself. Sorry, friend, but you're a few years too late. Well, you're sending me on wild goose chases. No luck, most regrettable, but we had to try. Bacchus wine would have been perfect for the occasion. Though I must confess, my certitude could be due in part to my personal history with the beverage. It is, after all, the very reason I decided to become a Vinter. Ooh. After Titan blinded me, in our battle beneath Oronir, I fell into a deep depression. It wasn't until I tasted Bacchus wine for the first time that I realized there was still so much I could experience. Even in my condition, it helped me to find a new direction in life. It breaks my heart to think that wondrous ambrosia, which once filled me with hope, may be forever lost to us. Vitality one. That's dexterity. That's vitality. I must say, this talk of Bacchus wine has made me rather nostalgic. Indeed, there is much I miss about my life with the company of heroes. After everything the captain has done for me, I could not bear to disappoint him. Have no fear. I swear that I shall find a suitable wine for the banquet, though I may need some time to think of a solution. In the meantime, there is a favour I would ask of you. Of course there is. 2 years ago, in the deepest depths of my despair, I stumbled across a vile brand as a vagabond drunk. I suspect I was looking for a place to die, because I very nearly found one not far from here. It was there that a man named Dest took me in and nursed me back to health, and it was he who gave me my first taste of fascist wine, which helped me to find my new calling. Though I am still a novice in the arts of winemaking, I would like him to know that I am pursuing my dream. This wine is my own original creation, and I would be most grateful if you delivered it to him in my stead. Dest sometimes works at the Raincatcher Gully docks, so perhaps Ritzgilt can tell you where to find him. So, back to the docks. We're gonna go do this defense thing first. Ooh, that's the first time I've seen a, like, bad guy town. Could not think of a better word than that. Oh, I'm 11 levels higher than these, so... Oh, it's fucking pulled the other one. Oh, he's level 40. Wow. Oh, wait, this is a level 40 quest. I forgot. Or more. Alright, gate defended. Rank the 12, you're safe. We need of your skills yet. I just heard a scream, and I fear one of the beasts might be loose within the village. Come with me! Or is it my warrior master going mental? Oh no, it was a beast. 2 beasts. Jesus, he went flying. You monster, get away! Get away! I'm a monster, but I... Come no closer, Dest. I beg of you. I must return to the falls. Aw, dude. Oh. Whatever has gotten into Curious Gorge. 'Tis true that he fought like a man possessed, but to mistake him for the very beast he hunts, methinks the child's parents have been feeding her a few too many ghost stories for her own good. Worry not, friend. I shall speak to the villagers and clear up this most unfortunate misunderstanding. Do return to the falls and assure Curious Gorge that Wineport is indebted to him for his aid. Missed my turn. Boom. Ritskilt. Dressed? Oh, you mean the hermit? Aye. I toss him a few gil when we need an extra pair of hands. He doesn't talk about himself, but I sure as hell don't ask. When a man's got a face with scars like that, you best leave well enough alone, I say. If you've mind to find him, though, then head southwest to the Severed String. Aye, ferry skipper, take me back so I can get my skill that I don't have room for. I love how I whistle for my chocobo even though he's standing right next to me. Makes a whole mountain of sense. Dest, please forgive me for leaving so abruptly earlier. It was hasty reaction to a situation for which I was completely unprepared. While both you and I know that I was in complete control of my inner beast, I now realize that to the layman's eye, it may have seemed that, well, the opposite was true. Mayhap it was the very misapprehension that lent weight to the lies which led to my tribe's disgrace, and if that is the case, then perhaps I should return once more to the Chronicles, and endeavor to reassess their message in light of this discovery. Speaking of light, your soul crystal, Dest, it sparkles. Does the soul of the warrior have aught to reveal to you? Any whispers of import? If only they hadn't forsaken me, as they did my brother. Yes, well, I suppose that is that. I must continue my studies, and your training. I hope to have something new for both of us very soon. Until then, my friend. Oh, it's just like a buff. So when I want to do more damage. So like all the time. I did that wrong. I don't really need that there, actually, so that can go on 3. Move Berserk up there. That should probably go up there too. It's not something I'm going to be constantly using. Oh, hello, Sumi. Oh, I can? How? HUD layout. That would probably be it. Nope. Not HUD layout. Okay, I'm just gonna wait till you tell me. Character. UI settings? HUD. No. Okay. Hotbar settings, that'd be it. Hey! That's like too many up there though. So now, you go to HUD layout. I think we'll move 2 there. 3 there. 4 there. Oh, okay. I like how the sizing at the moment. I need like, well, I don't need a thing for these. I don't mind the numbers though, it reminds me what buttons to press. Oh, okay, that'll be handy. Oh, the 4, 2, 5, and 3 stuff. Yeah. Okay. Where the fuck am I going? I'll do that after the stream finishes, I think. Yeah. I'm fucking getting lost. Going the wrong way. Oh, I like the HP thing there. It lets me know when I'm dying. And the XP bar. I'm used to having a HUD down the bottom for WoW, so it seems normal for me. I'm also used to having things on the side here just full of stuff I don't really use all that much. Like my mount buttons and all that for WoW are usually over here. Right-clicking it did not work. Oh god, what have I done? Hey, that changed it to the side thing. I'll mess around with it after I'm done today, I think. Oh, okay. Right, clicking it in the UI thing. Yeah, I'll probably move that over and I'll put them on the side for all the stuff I don't really use that much because I've got it too cluttered. Thank you though, that's really helpful. What do you want? What, wine? I didn't ask for this. Who sent you? I. Can't sleep. They won't let me sleep. The midgies, the buzzing, it keeps me awake. I will. I mean, you are the expert in these things. How far off am I fighting Titan, by the way? Or do I not get to fight him? Because what I saw, it looked like he was a raid boss, not like a 5v1 thing. I'm not. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I won't fight. I don't want to fight. Please, make the buzzing stop. Make the midgies go away. Well, that's good, because I've been doing like a bunch of menial tasks that have kind of got annoying. How is playing this with a controller? Because Jeff has started playing with a controller, and I just don't get how you could play this game with a controller. There's too many buttons. But like, how? You have like all these to press. How do you? How? Like, I've seen the WoW setup for a controller, and I'm just like, doesn't make any sense. I wish I had the camera on. You could see how like shocked my face is. Okay. I'm guessing you're gonna show me a picture on Discord. Oh, I want you to test something for me, by the way. Because I fiddled around with Nightbot, and he shouldn't stop you from posting lots of emotes. So I want you to post like 3-ish or 4 in a row and see if it stops you. Hey! Now you can post a bunch of emotes. Need one more midgie. Or midge. Midgie? Midgie. It's midgie. I don't know. Stop, dressed. It's not so loud anymore. Did you do that? Thank you. Please, brothers, I beg of you. I said I'm sorry. Leave me. Leave me in peace. What do you want me to do now? An eye patch. Oh, it's less defense though. Why is this item's worse? Whatever. Alright, I'll have a look. Boom, boom. That still confuses me. Like, oh, L2, R2. Oh, I get it. Kind of. R1, L1. So you have like 4 buttons mapped, and then you hold L2 and you press the other 4 buttons to do it, or L1 to do the other 4 buttons. That's pretty cool. Like, I need to set Alt to something, so I can use Alt and all my buttons. Do you have any children? I've a son and a daughter. Oh no, Chocobo's gone. They were so little when I left. They probably think I'm dead. I've been saving for years to buy passage back home somehow, but still not enough. Maybe you could bring me some jungle koel skins. No, Siri. Jungle koel skins. I can sell them. I just want to go home. I'm gonna go kill some koels. Or curls. I don't know how to say that word. I might put it into the Google voice thing. How do you switch hotbars? Because like for WoW, I've set it to like shift 1, 2, 3, 4. Not that I use them that much. I'm going the wrong way. I mean, I don't mind having mounts on my main hotbar, or on a hotbar. My WoW one, I've got like 6 mounts in the corner over here that I pick from each time. Oh, true, you use a controller. You're not gonna know what button switches it for PC. I might look into it. I don't know. Oh, I'm paralyzed. Oh, you can only switch on controller. Well, that's not fair. Oh yeah, I know that. But like, I would rather a shortcut for it. Like I said, with WoW, I use shift 1, 2, 3, 4 to change hotbars. Why'd the music stop all of a sudden? I'm too high a level. Oh, okay, I get you. I resummoned my Chocobo. I wasn't paying attention. I don't think I did. I would like to move that. I don't like it being there. I'd like it like down over here. Please, even a few skins would help. I've got them for you, dude. You helped me, even after what my comrades and I did to your country. Oh! We were on a reconnaissance mission when the maelstrom caught us by surprise. We tried to escape, but the others... No one else survived. I didn't ask for this, damn it. I'm not even Garlean. They conquered my lands, just like they tried to conquer yours. I don't want to die in some blasted jungle halfway around the world. I just want to go home. Hi, potions. Level 42. I wish to thank Shamani for the wine. That was overly kind. Would you be willing to bear a gift back to him? Earlier today, at Red Mantis Falls, I collected the sap from nearby palm trees. If placed in coconut shells and stored for a few bells' time, it makes for a fine wine. See, it should be ready by now. I left 3 shells out there. Please take them to Shamani for me. I'm glad he's moved on with his life. I hope to one day do the same. One down there. Oh, it was one of... Damn it. Leave me alone, giant toad. I'm just grabbing my palm wine. I don't remember where I'm going. Mainly because I'm lazy. Teleport. It has been some time, Dest. What news do you have of Dest? Here's some palm wine. Ah, yes. I recall he did have some knowledge of winemaking. A simplistic but nevertheless effective method that utilizes the natural properties of palm sap. I shall have to enjoy this batch before it spoils. We are not so different, Dest and I. 2 men who have long struggled not to let our scars define us. I worry that he has been alone with his thoughts for far too long. Aye, it is past time I paid him a visit. Thank you for looking after him, Dest. I'll take your ethers, I guess. Everything else is lower than what I've already have equipped. That's pretty cool. I want that. By the gods, Dest, listen. I know you're eager to wash your hands of this wine business, but I've discovered something extraordinary about Dest palm wine. He sealed each coconut shell with a leaf which has a very distinct shape and unusual odor. I thought I was going mad at first, but now I'm certain. These are the leaves of the Bacchus grapevine. Of course they are. Do you know what this means? Somewhere in Raincatcher Gully, the legendary wine still grows. If we could obtain a cutting, we could revive the Bacchus wine industry. We must know where Dress found these leaves. Here, take one of them back to him and see what he remembers. And they really have you, like, running around at the moment. I really have to sell some stuff. Oh, what are these? I didn't even know I had any of these. What do I do with these? Am I running in the wrong direction? No, right, kind of. Oh, okay. I did start the armorer and the weaponsmith one? I don't know. Because I was like, I'll make myself gear, and then I just never got around to it, because you have to level it up from 0. I noticed the level 50 things and I haven't touched them because I'm like, they're gonna kill me. I was tempted to try once, but then I was like, eh. Like, I understand that you start from level 0, but again, I haven't done any of the crafting, so I don't know if you just like level up when you make stuff, or if you have to do quests for it, I don't know. Well, yeah, I think, yeah, well, that's why I didn't touch it. Because I knew it was going to kill me. Well, yeah. Yeah. I got beaten by a Fate the other day because it was like a boss thing. It was the first time I died. I was not happy. I was like, I thought I could kill this and it killed me. Oh, hello again. What is it? It's just a leaf, isn't it? I only chose it because it was pretty. Didn't know it was rare. I found them near the Juggernaut to the south, but I didn't see any grapevines. I saw fresh Goodboo tracks, though. Maybe the leaves came from the vines growing on the back of one such beast. If you go looking for it, please be careful. Some Goodboos are more territorial than others, and you may have to defend yourself. Yeah, I thought I'd be able to do it though, because I was like, I'm a higher level, I've got all these abilities and stuff, and then you get put down to the level you're supposed to be to do it, or the highest level you can be to do it, and it just like wrecks you, and I was like, okay. Like this one. Shesmu. Oh. That looks cool, at least. Wine pot. What did Dress have to say, Dest? Tell me everything. Aha, I was right. This smell, this texture. I hold in my hands a butcher's grapevine cutting. Come now, enough of this nonsense. I've heard talk of your discovery, and I refuse to believe that a common adventurer and a novice vinter could... Yeah, fuck you, buddy. 12 is my witness. It is a butcher's grapevine. Wherever did you find this fantastic specimen? Don't give it to him, he's a dick! What? You would offer this to me? But why? There is none better positioned to reconstruct the butcher's yards than you, Yasta by Birglant. You have the resources, the knowledge, and the passion to do so. It would be selfish of me to keep this cutting. I never knew you cared so deeply about your craft. Thank you, good sir. I will not squander this gift. In just a few years' time, I swear that every tavern across Eorzea will once again be clamoring for a cask of Wineport's legendary Bacchus wine. So, you needn't... Wait, the shape of this bottle, the scent of this label, this couldn't possibly be... A 1547 Bacchus? But that's impossible. This vintage has not been seen since years before the calamity. It was the crown jewel of my personal collection. For years, I debated opening it, wondering if today or tomorrow would be the ideal time. But now I realize that it was never meant for me. It should be savored by the saviors of Wineport. I say, he's turned into a nicer guy. He has made us an offer we cannot refuse. Master Gegaruju will find no finer wine. You have forever changed Wineport, Dest. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity. But do not permit me to delay you any longer. Pray deliver the wine to Captain Weiskiert. Weiskiert? I can never say that name right. Well, yes, I would very much like to drink it, but I am a patient man. I have faith that one day I shall have another opportunity to taste perfection. It's sad that he's blind. Like, that took me by surprise when they told me that. Costa del Sol. Your prolonged absence was beginning to concern me. So what of the wine I asked you to bring? I don't like this guy either. Is that? 7 hells. A 1547 Bacchus? Even I know how rare that is. I have to admit, I didn't think you had it in you, but congratulations, Dest. Thanks to you, this will be the most luxurious feast Costa del Sol has seen in years. Yay, go Bill Spratling. Gotta use that shit. Where are my minions? Goodbye, airship. Yeah. He's all cute and shit. I hate to impose further fuck you after everything you've done, but would you mind helping Dryceworts lay out the banquet? Our guests of honor are already here in Costa del Sol, and so Master Gegaruju has demanded that we finish preparations immediately. The guests? Oh, I'm told one is beautiful Mikote scholar. Personally, I'm more curious about her companion, some famous adventurer with an endless list of accomplishments. But you can judge for yourself soon enough. Anyway, go and lend Drystweets a hand. The poor man is liable to collapse from the stress. One day, I'll not have to do random errands for people to get them to tell me how to fight a Titan, or the Titan, a primal. That's what I meant to say. Perfect timing, Dest. Take all of this and arrange it on the counter. No time to chat, they'll be here any minute. No, I thought it'd be on like a long table. I mean, you're standing in front of the table, why couldn't you do this? I really have to do that 3 times. Okay. Sometimes I question if opening the flying shark was the... Oh, I didn't mean to talk to you. I thought I just handed it in to you. Are we the fucking guests? Excellent timing, Dest. Now that both our guests are present, the feast can begin. Where are they, you ask? Why don't you ask your associate? I'm sure she'll be happy to explain. I fucking hate you. You have the look of a man who has been to the 7th hell and back. That a guest should be expected to supply the victuals for a banquet held in his own honor. And this while the shadow of Titan looms over us all. It beggars belief. I can only applaud your stoicism. Had I been asked to endure such ignominy... Ignominy? I fear I should have accepted my lot with less grace. Gotta say, I'm pretty livid, actually. You know, not expecting twist, I will say, but that's, yeah. Lady Y'shtola, Sir Oronir, 1,000 pardons for this extreme discourtesy. I was wholly unaware of your true identity, sir. Had I known, I would never have permitted my man to subject you to such an unspeakable ordeals. Come now, he must have sensed something was amiss. Nope. Took me completely by surprise. You didn't seriously think I would send you running the length and breadth of Eorzea for a banquet, did you? Spare him your mockery, Captain. Your intent was unclear to me until this moment, and unlike me, Dest has no knowledge of your traditions. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten him. Aye, aye, fair's fair. There's no sense hiding it any longer. We 5 were chosen by our brothers and sisters, and before the company of heroes disbanded, we each swore a solemn oath. That any who would follow in our footsteps must be weighed and measured, not by their reputation, but by their deeds. Each man would judge these would-be godslayers by his own criteria. If even one found him wanting, he would be rejected without a second thought. But if he proved himself worthy, we swore that we would do our utmost to support his cause. The world has ever been full of brave souls eager to give their lives for a righteous cause, but all too few capable of making a difference with their sacrifice. To send wave after wave of hapless adventurers into the jaws of a foe against whom they have no hope of victory is worse than futile. Titan is not one to be challenged lightly, and we will not be complicit in the deaths of the unworthy. Which is why the 5 of you are designed to test Dest with such commendable thoroughness. Time well spent, I am sure. But tell us, Captain, what is the assessment of you and your fellows? He's a brave one, that much is certain. He willingly walked into the midst of danger, despite my repeated warnings that it could cost him his life. His skill is undeniable. He stalked his prey as relentlessly as any child of the sands, and struck with precision when an opportunity presented itself. Too many adventurers these days care only for fortune and glory. Dest, however, is kind and generous soul. I am certain he has no shortage of loyal allies who will gladly fight at his side. Shkoha! Willie Uplander is talentful plansmaker, tricksy foe for mighty Rockman. I can only concur with my colleagues' assessments. We 5 of the company of heroes hereby judge you a worthy challenger. Cast down the Lord of Crags, Dest Oronir, and write a new chapter in the history of Eorzea. Sweet. Will do. With the formalities out of the way, let the festivities begin. Summon the dancers, pour the wine. Eat, drink, and be merry, my friends. For today we celebrate the birth of our new legend, Destruktikus Oronir, Titan's Bane. I like that title. Destruktikus Oronir, Titan's Bane. Just openly test me. Don't, like, tell me to get stuff for a banquet for me. Man, I am so much taller than everyone. It's actually really weird. Congratulations, sweetling. Now relax and enjoy the show. It's only just begun. I'm gonna eat the fruits of my labor. Yeah, and I also put the slider all the way up. I shouldn't have done that. I didn't realize I'd be this much taller than everyone. I'm literally a foot taller than everyone. Tasting the exotic feast triggers a divine revelation. In that brief, transcendent moment, you glimpse the true form of reality, comprehend its fleeting nature, and cry out to the heavens in celebration. Now I gotta talk to each one of these dudes. When you face the Lord of Crags, think not of Limsa, Luminsa, Eorzea, or anything beyond his chamber. Think only of the men and women by your side. Fight for them, and they will fight for you. Remember that no great victory was ever achieved alone. Pish, Shka? Goodly Uplander must be facing mighty Rockman with clever fighty think. Gobbyflock cannot be coming to rescue this time. I don't remember you coming to my rescue. Ah, Dest, you brave fool. Promise me that when you meet Titan, you'll look him in the eye and tell him Landonel sends his regards. I can never get this guy's saying right, because I don't roll the R properly. You are a veteran of countless battles, Dest. This is but one more. Trust in your experience, and you will prevail. You are blessed with the fortitude to rival the Earth itself. Titan will struggle to break you, I think. Or I'm gonna get hit by him and get one hit KO'd. You know, one of the two. You are kind to indulge them, Dest. This banquet is as much for the company as it is for you, whatever they may claim. I do not deny that they mean well, but now is scarcely the time for celebration. Though they have all but pronounced you the victor, the battle with Titan has yet to begin. The hour has come for the good captain to make good on his promise. We must speak with him again. Gonna take me some greaves and put them on. First time ever I didn't fuck it up. I like the green. You must be eager to face Titan. As promised, we will show you the way. Travel to Bronze Lake in Upper La Nocia. There you will meet with Rioli, another man who once served with the company. To ensure that this knowledge does not fall into the wrong hands, he will remain in hiding until you have given the correct signal. Give me your map. You must whistle loudly at the 3 locations I mark. Only then will he appear to meet you at this 4th location. I realize this may seem excessive now, but you will see that is more than reasonable once you comprehend the risks inherent in our method. And I'm off. No, I don't want to return. I wanted to teleport to one port. I probably could have just teleported to Upper. Oh, actually, no! I have to do that treasure mission still. It's not a very loud whistle. Sup, Eldwine? Who goes there? Wait, don't tell me. You've come to help old Eldwine dig for buried treasure. Well, I'll have you know, I'm faring just fine by me shelf. Just look at that beauty over there. Not that I can blame you for being jealous of me vast riches. Lucky for ye, I'm feeling generous today. So here's the deal. I'll give you the honor of opening me latest discovery. That was a hard one. That is right. For one precious moment, you can walk in the shoes of the Eldwine treasure hunter extraordinaire. Go on now. Take a won't bite or nothing. Shabby casket. Of course. It's a trap. Oh, there's two of them. I didn't even see the other one. Oh god, another thing. Oh god, two of them. Oh, I'm paralyzed. We got the treasure, and now I've got to talk to Drunky McDrunkerson. 7 health. Where did those nasty buggers come from? What if I had me trusty pickaxe with me? I'd have split their skulls clean in two. Where in the world did those things go anyway? What's this? The gold wines had the finest Erosia hash to offer, from the drowning wench to Bushkarun's drothish. And he ain't seen nothing like great beer gosh gut. It's a trap, that's what it was. Opening the casket, shattered this here bottle, and this foul slop poured out. Learn them nasty buggers with it. Stink. Jesus Christ. I told you to be more careful. Now hand over the loot. You may have opened the casket, but 'twas an old Eldwine that did the dirty work. That's not even true. Wait, that's it? You gave me everything? Why, I got me more last time I sold me undergarments for grog money. You ain't hiding nothing from me, are ya? Well, it looks like we got no choice. We just gotta go out and search our bigger and better treasures. Not the same treasures, of course. I can't hold your hand forever. So sit back and let old Eldwine impart ye a proper trove of knowledge on treasure hunting. Firstly, you find yourself a map. Once you have your map, then you decipher it. And that means you look at it nice and good. Like, then, and when you've figured out where your treasure is hiding, you go there and you dig it up. Sounds simple, doesn't it, you say? Oh, whoops, I fucked that up. Sounds simple enough, you say? Huh. I might make it look easy, but I can assure you it ain't, eh? Treasure hunter and damnedest sharp-eyish and sharper mind. But don't be discouraged. Hone your skills like old Eldwine, and the treasures are sure to follow. Now, if you'll excuse me, me throat's feeling dry. Thank fuck I don't have to do this voice again. Or the shushing. Damn it, this won't even buy me a swig of the wench's cheapish grog. What's a man to do to drown his sorrows? Yay. I can treasure hunt now. That's something I want to do. I don't think I had a hunting thing in Upper. Not Central Highlands. Outer. It looks... I like the little pet thing. The minion, I should say. That's what it's called. Oh, it's like back there. I don't know what I was doing. I think I was running towards a fate. Riol. Greetings, mate. Might you be the one the captain said would come calling? Aye, I thought so. Pay attention now, 'cause I ain't explaining myself twice. Okay. No need to be rude. Hey. Years ago, when we was weighing up how to get to Titan, one of our scouts stumbled across this beastman's aetherite, see? Eh, what's that look for? Not familiar with him. He speaks of an unamplified aetherite, which has been claimed by a beast tribe. Lest you wonder, there is no fundamental difference between such aetherites and those which you have used on countless occasions, Dest. Ah, well, if it ain't the Charlian lass. Welcome back. Forgive me for interrupting. I had planned to await your report, but I succumbed to curiosity. The tunnels beneath Ogahamoru form a bewildering labyrinth that no outsider has ever fully explored. How the company of heroes managed to navigate it is a mystery I have long pondered. Ha! Give us a bit of credit, love. We weren't daft enough to try going in the front. The kobolds are always digging new tunnels and filling the old ones with traps. One wrong step, and the next thing you know, you've got 100 tons of rock on your noggin. Suicide to even try, see? Funny thing was, the kobolds didn't seem to have no trouble finding their way round, and it was that as got us thinking. I mean, Ukahamaru mines are like a bleeding city, ain't they? And getting around in a city that big would be a right pain in the ass if you didn't have an Ethernet, wouldn't it? So it stood to reason that the kobolds must have one, didn't it? If there were aetherite shards in the depths of Ogahamoru, you would have needed to attune yourself to them before you could identify their signatures within the life stream. Ah, well, that's where you're wrong, love. We had the Charlian bloke to help us. See, diddled us right into Titan's bedchamber, he did. I don't rightly know how he did it, but I do remember him saying it weren't nothing any Charlian scholar worth her salt couldn't manage. Did he now? Locating a beacon in the absence of a known signature might be possible if the aetherites in question happen to be... Ah, yes. But in order to guide a traveller to said beacon safely, a second party would be required to... Is it possible? In theory, at least. Yet I cannot be certain until I try. Plainly, all will depend upon whether or not I am worth my salt. Oh, you are, lass. Don't you worry about that. Have a bit of faith in yourself. Why don't we all go to Zelma's Run and take a closer look at the aetherite? It ain't far, though there's sure to be a few kobolds blocking the way. Not ye can't handle, mind. Oh, that's not far at all. Just dodge the kobolds and stuff. Oh, they actually look a hell of a lot more dangerous than I thought they were going to. Guess I'm thinking of like WoW kobolds, and they're like super small and have candles on their heads. So this is the aetherite the company of heroes used to gain access to Titan's sanctuary. It is palpably speculated. In its present state, the aetherite signal will not be strong enough for our purposes. I may, however, be able to use my own energies to amplify it. Alas, the task will monopolize my attention for the duration. It seems you'll have to proceed without me, Dest. I must needs remain here and supplement this beacon's power, lest you be denied your only path of escape. Fear not, I will summon the Maelstrom forces stationed nearby to protect us. With effort, it is possible that I may be able to stabilize the aetherite signal, and thereby join you, albeit belatedly. Until such time as I do, you will be on your own. Now let us see if I am worth my salt. I have located another beacon, one far below the mountain. You can only speculate as to what you will find there, so stint not in your preparation. The navel? Yeah, the navel. Join. Oh my god, that was quick. I'm the tank. Oh, I'm scared. I'm gonna like fuck this up for like 3 other people. Not that my tanking's gone terribly, it's just... I probably should look up fights before I do them when they're like these ones, because I know this guy, he can like one-hit KO you. Look, an overdweller. Yes, yes, an invader from above. He uses our aetherite against us. He has defied Titan's secret sanctuary, trespassed, violated, defiled. Overdwellers must leave. Overdwellers must fly. And I'm gonna piss off the people in this party too, because I'm reading all this shit. Brothers and sisters, fear him not. His fate shall be decided by the Lord of Crags. Hear me, Overdweller. You and your treacherous brethren must be held to account for the breaking of the covenant. You shall be first to face judgment, then Limsa Lominsa and her oathbreakers, liars, betrayers, oathbreakers! O great father, Lord of Crags, Titan, we summon you. Titan, we summon you. Ooh, I like the music. Nice model. Very orcish, though. He has come, he has come. The Lord of Crags, Titan has come. Overdweller, art thou deaf to their weeping? Thou vile kind coveteth ever the blessing of the land, and murdereth my children by the score, all in service to greed. Such sins are beyond pardon. Ah, but I am not the first to suffer thy defiance. Thou didst bring Ifrit low. Godless overdweller, thy myriad heresies shall not go unpunished. Upon thee shall I wreak a terrible vengeance. Where'd he go? Okay, so I've got to run when he does that. Good to know. I have no... Well, obviously I'm not supposed to run. What's the limit break thing up in the top corner? Sumi. While I'm just gonna be sitting here on the floor. Not doing this because I followed what they were doing. Well, we get to watch him die, even though I died. The Lord of Crags, Great Father Titan, has fallen. I think that's the first time I failed as a tank. I feel very disappointed. We got our 4th crystal though. The crimes of the Overdwellers shall never be forgiven, never be forgotten. No, no, never. 'Twas your kin who broke the covenant. We have acted only in defense of our lands. Cease your aggression, or never will there be peace. Until our dying breaths, we shall defy you. Deny, decry, defy. Please don't be too long. I want to actually grab items, possibly. Now, these are the readings one would expect of an Acon. I have seen enough. We proceed as planned. Are you sure that is wise, my lord? Your curiosity is untested and unproven. We do not yet know its true capabilities. Then trust in mine, Ritanian. My curiosity, as you so eloquently put it, would have bested Titan in the blink of an eye. Why, if there be truth to the legends, it could readily subjugate the whole of Eorzea, given but a little while longer. Is that not so, Regmaskai? It is. No greater single power has ever been conceived, much less realized. What you say may well be true, but while such devices may win battles, I do not believe they will serve to change the course of this war. Oh, but they will. Have little faith, my friend. I cannot endorse this course of action. He's a shield man. Fool. And now he has a 4th. Fascinating. Carry on, Crystal Bearer. For far though you have come, your work is far from done. Now she's going to talk to me. And not remain to mark his passing. Well, the Asians are nothing if not elusive. It is of little wonder that they should cast advanced teleportation magics as well. But they would choose to consort with the Empire. What common goal could they possibly share? Oh god. I feared I might arrive too late, but I see you had the matter well in hand. I did not. I died. I have taken measures to ensure that we are not pursued, yet I cannot say how long they will hold. Take your leave while the kobolds are still in disarray. I will follow anon. There is something I must investigate before I depart. I will teleport you to the Aetheryte in Zelma's Run, and we will rendezvous at the Camp Bronze Lake. Agreed? No item. I'm gonna start giving out playing commendations, because I really forget that that's a thing I have to do. Ah, I missed what she said. Fuck. Though word will already have reached Maelstrom Command, protocol requires that a representative of our order inform the High Commander of the mission's success. The honor is rightfully yours, Dest. Once again, I must commend you on a job well done. I died. We shall speak again soon. Is there not a battle res? Like a res you can do mid-battle? I'm assuming you are busy, Sumi, otherwise you would tell me. Oh. Or laugh at me for how badly I fucking tanked that. It was pretty bad. Where the fuck am I going? This way. Oh, I can't. I thought I had to go up to the Admiral's quarters. I do not. Unless I read the map wrong. Oh, I could have gone to Aft Castle. It is good to see you, Private Oronir. Word of your triumph reached me some while ago, but I am pleased to have it personally confirmed. First Ifrit, and now Titan. Truly, when I think of your achievements, I feel the loss of the Warriors of Light less keenly. And there can be no greater compliment than that. You and your order are heroes. Suffice to say, we are glad to have a Sion in our ranks. I shall relay the details of your report to Admiral forthwith. Please send my regards to the Sions of the Seventh Dawn. Until next time, Private. Destruktikus, this is Minfilia. Your Stola has informed me of your success. You have won a great victory for the people of Eorzea, one that shall not be forgotten. And what is more, both of you and your Stola emerged from Okohomaru unscathed. Well, sure. Why, Tataru and the others seemed as glad of that as they did of Titan's fall. You can look forward to a hero's welcome. We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed. Airship landing. There we go. And get rid of this stupid quest. Private Oronir, come to join the fight, have we? Very good indeed. I haven't, but okay. What did I sign up to? I like his axe. Ooh, I like that armor. The Borderland Ruins. Now, before we proceed, I must warn you, this isn't going to be like some jaunts in the Wolves' Den. You'll be pitted against wave after wave of fellow Alliance members in battle, and they won't care one whit that you're the Warrior of Light. This campaign will be long and brutal, and victories won today may be undone tomorrow. Consider the Borderland Ruins. We need only seize control of each ruin in the region, right? Wrong. Defense is paramount as well, for our rivals will muster forces to challenge our claims. It is for that reason we have established an airship route direct to the front line. Those who are ready and willing to fight will never want for transportation. Ah, but that look on your face bespeaks confusion. Are we at war or not? What is this bollocks about no killing? What in the seven hells is going on? That's what you're thinking, yes? It's more war and more organized violence to resolve a territorial dispute. Yes, that makes sense. And yes, it is to be civilized violence. Killing Alliance members is strictly prohibited, though accidents have been known to happen, mind you. But you of all people have nothing to fear. You've escaped certain death more times than I can count. What are the odds you'll fail to do so this time, eh? Just finish the quest. I have to do that in Thanalan, I think, yeah. Well, am I not going there now? I'm going to Horizon, which is in Thanalan. We'll say, have not gained many levels. I mean, I did die fighting Titan. Yes. This doesn't look good. People are dead, yo. No, Neuraxia. You are my stealth buddy. This one is glad, walking one is safe. No. Use the echo power.
We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed. Thank heavens he is safe. Louis Soir, do you see? Your light shines brightly in this one, and in time, it will illuminate the realm once more. Oh!
We're under attack. Oh, they're the Garleans.
We have come for the one who slayed Ifrit and Titan.
Well, you came at the wrong time.
Bring him forth, or you shall know no mercy.
No, not Tataru.
Confound it. Stay out of sight. I would leave a message with you. I surrender myself, on the condition you spare the innocents.
No, Minfilia, you idiot.
Conditions? There speaks the supreme sire.
Scion.
I'll grant you have courage, but you would be better served by armor.
Oh! Oh, she missed.
Search all you will. The one you seek is not here.
So it would seem.
It'd be real bad if I walked in just as this was going on.
And yet you knew to look here. But how?
Hold that thought.
No! Oh! How could you do that? The thing's like cute as hell.
No!
Conditions of surrender denied.
Cease at once!
Shit's fucked up, yo.
Have you not done enough?
Perhaps. Enough. We must away. Though we have not found our quarry, the High Priestess of the Scions should suffice for now. They say she also possesses the Echo. I cannot wait to hear her scream. I said enough! We leave! Bring the prisoners.
Who betrayed us? Walking one Minfilia asked. Oh shit. It's doing the thing still. In case walking one returned, this one was to say, no, don't die, Neuraxia. A church in Eastern Thanalan. Walking one must claim sanctuary. This one tried to protect walking one Minfilia for Imperial ones. Forgive this one. No, save. No! That's not cool at all. There's too many bad guys in this story. You got the primals, all the different beastman tribes, Garlean. At least Tataro didn't get fucking killed. Where the hell am I going? I've been to camp. I've been there. Camp Dry Bone. Sanctuary! Is something troubling you, my son? You have the look of one who has endured great suffering. If there is anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. The wild roses. I see. You may speak freely here. We are all friends of the Sions. How could this have happened? Are you certain that Minfilia was among those taken by the Garleans? 100%. Let us pray no further harm comes to them. You may stay here for as long as you wish. It is the least I can do for a friend of Minfilia's. They have known her since she was but a child. Well do I recall the day of our first meeting. I swore then to do everything in my power to support her, and I would gladly offer the self-same service to her brother and sisters, Sions. So please, no matter what you require, you need not hesitate to ask. Marquis, would you come here for a moment? Yes, father? If you require assistance, pray speak with Marquis. He is a trifle shy, but I assure you he means well. I should explain. Marquis is a survivor of the Battle of Carteneau. Alas, his experience took a terrible toll upon his mind. Had we not taken him into our care, he would surely have perished in the desert. Marquis, I want you to look after Dest. Do you understand? Yes, father. Whatever's under your hood is making me very wary of whoever you are. Excuse me, Dest. Do you have a moment? It concerns this broken horloge, which was found in the pocket of a man brought here for burial. There is something familiar about it, but just what I cannot say. Perhaps if I tinker with the device, it will come to me. However, I lack the proper tools to do so. I would ask that you journey to Uldar in my stead to obtain a ball-point chisel and a pair of needle-nose pincers. If you are willing to do this, please note that, as they are uncommon tools, you may need to visit the Goldsmiths Guild and browse the markets in order to find them. Of course I'm going to do that, as well as whatever Edward wants. Fucking heavy steel armor. I'll probably put a fucking helmet on my head again. Oh, just my luck. I scavenged this here oven thinking I could use it to make myself hot meals, but it looks to be in a bad way. Lots of dents, a few holes even. Hey, you're pretty well travelled, ain't you? Ever seen one of these before? Or better yet, know how to fix it? No? Bah. Wait, I know who ought to ask. Mind showing this oven to Marquis for me? He repaired a clockwork toy I found once, so maybe he can do something with it. Is there something I can do for you? This is an alchemist alembic. You say the boy wishes to use it for cooking? I suppose it would be possible, were I to make some modifications, but I would need a bronze ornamental hammer to do so. Can you bring me one, Dest? You need only go so far as Camp Drybone to find a merchant who sells tools. There's a locked quest? What? I'm like ridiculously high level. Oh, it's just telling me that I need to buy the stupid hammer. Who here sells things? I should probably repair my gear. I haven't done that in a while. Bronze ornamental hammer. Fucking that is expensive. I mean, I could have gone and done the other part before coming back, but just in case. I can convert the alembic into a makeshift oven, but only once I've got you the hammer now. Thank you, Dest. It shan't take more than a day, I believe. It's strange. I know I must have learned these skills long ago, but I haven't the foggiest when and where that was. I totally have a feeling I know who you are. And you just don't know your name. Older. It's plus 47. My helmet is 42, so it's only 5 more armor. I fucking knew it! I'm never gonna escape wearing this fucking armor. Where the hell am I going? Steps of Thal. Adventurers Guild's closest point, I think. Yep. Oh, I can't mount here for whatever reason. No, I want Tradecraft actually, I want Battle Gear. Battlecraft Armorer! I'm level 42. It's only play down 38. Only because I don't want to wear this fucking armor. What do you have for me, Sibold? Time heals all wounds, or so say those who have never experienced true pain. More than 30 summers have passed since I carried the standard of the Darklight Raiders into Cutter's Cry, but not a day goes by that I don't see the faces of the friends I lost that fateful day. Gerald the Red and his loyal second, Orbrist, Stillwater, Simon the Sweet, always armed with a jab and jest. Our ever ireful mage, Chiron Zabran, as quick to cast as he was to temper. Thormion, Thousandgill, never has there lived a man with tighter grip, be it on his sword or his coin. And let us not forget one Ilm Ailson. Though it's hard to fathom now, what with all the adventurers scampering about like rabbits in the spring, there was once a time when bands of mercenaries were who the city-states turned to when in need of a blade. The Darklight Raiders being the biggest and best of them bands. Ishgardian funded forays into hellish pits like the Aurum Vale would earn us a king's ransom in a matter of days. That would only take a night of devil's play at the Mirage to see it gone from our purses. But so was the life of a raider. That is, until we took the job of Cutter's Cry. My brothers and I had stood against the herds of giant buffaloes on Ogahomaru, snurbled infestations on the Pearl, legions of cold-blooded Sahagin from the abyssal depths of the Indigo Deep, but none of that prepared us for the horrors we would face in Hellsbrood Holes. None of it prepared us for the Chimera. The bards will sing songs of the day. 7 of the realm's finest warriors set off into the bowels of the Forsaken Place, but only saw one return, Sibold the Stoic, spared by the beast so that he may warn all others who would be foolish enough to attempt to spoil the Chimera's lair. Ah, my apologies. I did not come to hear the guilt-ridden ramblings of an old man, but if you have a moment, I was wondering if I could ask you of a favor. The final wish of an ailing soul seeking peace with his past before departing on his journey through the 7 gates. In each of the 30 summers since escaping the maws of that terrible beast, I have returned to its lair to pay the proper respects to my fallen compatriots. However, the years have finally caught up with old Sibold, and try as I might, no longer can these bones make the trek alone. It is not too much to ask. Would you travel to Cutter's Cry in my stead, and place this bouquet of flowers upon the resting place of the Darklight Raiders? That's unlocking another dungeon, I guess. Alright, Singoat. Welcome, welcome. What might a discerning... My word, did you say needle-nose pincers? You must be a skilled craftsman indeed. Please, take this pair as a gift. By the by, do you have representation here in the exchange? If not, I'd be most interested in discussing our partnership. What fucking... Oh, you need a Disciple of the Hand, level 30. Okay. How fucking... I have Sapphire Avenue Exchange, I'm pretty sure. I do. Goldsmith Guilds, obviously. Duh. Of course I don't have it. The closest one... Weavers or Gladiators? I don't have either of them. I have Weavers Guild. I missed that one there. I could have probably ported to that one. No, I don't have Miners Guild. But I can grab it. Probably should have just bought some frickin' armor, eh? Like for the other slots. Just realized these gauntlets don't cover my hands. Meme Desu. Anyway. A ballpoint chisel. Well, yes, we happen to have a surplus of that particular tool. By all means, take one if you so desire. An odd request. If you don't mind me saying, it has a very limited number of applications. We'll go do that quickly. Black brush. Probably should have grabbed the guild. The gladiator guild. Oh well. Chocobo was quite quick here. Oh, what is this? Giant ant. This is Cutter's Cry, a labyrinth of sand-ridden caverns, and you hear that? That sounds like the woofing snort when a fire catches. That's the Chimera. Not that I've seen it. Sure, go right on in, if you're that certain of your ability to make it out in one piece. Just don't expect me to go trotting in there, after you, no matter how hard you wail and holler. Ah, you promised old Sibold the Stoic, did you? He's what's called a man of principle, he is. A little too much principle, I'd say. What's wrong with wanting to live when you've a wife at home, big with child? Aye, the tale goes that rather than facing the fate spun for him by Nymea, he hid beneath the mangled body of his leader and watched as his companions were torn apart, one by one, all so that he might return home to see his son born. Should he have died a hero rather than lived a coward? Was being able to see his son worth having the boy grow knowing his father was a craven, a disgrace to his friends and family? Should I ever find myself faced with a similar decision, would I have the courage to walk the righteous path? Now, you know the true reason I will never step into that cave. That's a whole lot of questions. Camp Drybone. Marquis. Have you brought the tools I requested? Something occurs to me. Please wait here for a moment. It was for naught. Though I repaired the device easily, the sensation that stirs within me remains a mystery. But how? How did I do it? These hands, my hands, they moved with a mind of their own, deftly manipulating the clockwork mechanisms. There was no doubt or uncertainty. I knew exactly what to do, as though I had performed the same motions countless times before. But pardon me, Dest. This was a mistake. Please give the horologe to Sister Elund. The man who once owned it is currently in her care. I think it best that it be returned to him. Quite dig this red armor I've got going on. His armor's cooler though. Oh, you're right here. Good morrow to you, sir. Have you come to pay your respects to this man? Never before have I seen such a queer device. You say that it measures the passing of time? Mayhap they are more common in Garlemald. I am given to understand that its cities are filled with all manner of amazing technologies. Marquis said it belonged to the deceased. Oh dear. You don't suppose that the owner might have been a Garlean spy? It may behoove us to notify the authorities in Camp Drybone. But mayhap more importantly, how did Marquis manage to repair this device? I knew he had a talent for the trades, but this goes far beyond mending fences and thatching roofs. Hey, level up. Excuse me, Dest. You don't know me, but I have observed you assisting the priests with their work. I too would like to offer what succor I might. Since tending the lich yard in this heat can quickly sap one's energies, perhaps a restorative drink made to combat fatigue would be ideal. Of course, Aqua del Sol. That would surely do the trick. To make it, I would need freshly cut Brazo del Sol. I have not the skill at arms to slay a wild Sabatenda del Sol, but you do, so... You need to only go as far as the spring east of Camp Drybone. The beasts are often sighted in that vicinity. If you brought me one of their arms, I could make enough Aqua del Sol for everyone. Obviously they're sending me away so time passes, but I don't know. I feel like this is how my character would react to having all his newly made friends killed or taken. Oh, it's a cactus. I literally just ripped a cactus armor because this lady was thirsty. That seems a bit dodge. That's definitely a name, too. Have you considered my request, Des? I've done your request. Here's your arm you asked for. I never imagined that you would return so quickly. Thank you so much. It's an incredibly simple beverage to prepare. If you would wait but one moment. There. This should serve as a sample of... Wait, don't drink it. I mean, I was hoping you might give the first glass to Marquis on my behalf. Of course, I intend to provide everyone with a glass eventually. It's just that Marquis is so... He's such a hard worker, don't you think? I feel like this is a trap, and I'm about to kill Marquis. Oh man, I want a motorcycle. That's like a Final Fantasy VII motorcycle. Oh, Des, what is it? For me, thank you. Was it perhaps the girl who... No, it couldn't have been her. I appreciate Ilkum's kind gesture, but Father Iluid is in far greater need of this juice. His work places great strain on his body and soul, yet he continues to neglect his health. Where the fuck's the... Oh, out here. Hello. Hey, new pants or legs. Wow, good defense upgrade, Jesus. I recognize you now, Dest. Allow me to express my deepest condolences for those who lost their lives in the attack. I apologize if discussing this upsets you, but you should know that the bodies of your comrades are presently being removed from the Waking Sands and prepared for transport here. If you wish to leave this work to others, I understand. However, taking part might help you find closure. What? That's kind of disturbing. I'm traveling all the way over here to cart bodies back here. Wait, did I fucking go to the right place? I did. Good. I mean, of course I did. I'm running the wrong way. He looks pretty cool. Cool statue, I guess. Eh? You don't look like one of them church fellas. Not I'll turn you away, no sir. As you can see, we've got a pile of unidentified bodies over yonder. No one's come to claim them, so off to the lich yard they go. Be thankful you didn't have to go inside and see the carnage for yourself. 'Twas the stuff of nightmares, I tell ye. God's damned Imperials. Tuh. I don't know what quarrel they had with these folks. They sure as hells don't want to know. The sooner we put this behind us, the better. Say, I ain't seen you around here before. Or do you just have one of them faces? Ah, never mind. Any road, there's a carriage come to haul the bodies to the lich yard out by the east gate. There's only 8 left to load up, but seeing as I'm exhausted from carrying all the others, I have a mind to leave the remainder to you. Might want to cover your nose while you work. Some of these folks starting to turn pleasant. This freaking like story took a very dark turn. Like, holy crap. They were slowly easier to pick up because they were smaller bodies. Oh, that's... What happened to the big fella? Ah, forget it. Just bring the next batch and toss them in the back. Ain't like they'll complain if you're rough. That's kind of, sad. Well, ain't you a strong one? 4 in one trip. Reckon there's no need for me to lend you a hand with the rest then. It saddens me that this is actually how people might behave in a scenario like this. Oh. Come on, let's finish this before I die of old age. Ah, the sylph's peaceful expression belies the fact she no longer lives. Ah. That should be all of them. Thanks for the help. I reckon it won't take too long to deliver all the corpses to the Lich Shard. Even so, you might want to hurry back and tell them that our work here is done. I am, a little sad. I see that you decided to heed my advice. I pray that, in doing so, you found some small measure of peace. The first carriage from Vesper Bay arrived not long ago, and we have begun preparing your comrades for burial. I had a hand in the initial rites, and I would like you to know that, for many, death came quickly. Rest assured that we will treat them with the utmost respect, and do everything we can to shepherd them to Thal's realm. The shit is messed up. There is one thing I regret to inform you. Though we wish to inter your comrades on church grounds, the number of fallen Seans far exceeded our estimates. After discussing the matter with Father Ilud, we have concluded that we have no choice but to bury the dead in the same plots as those who perished in the calamity. Please forgive us. We do not wish to dishonor the memory of the fallen, but as caretakers of the Lich Shard, these are the realities we must face. Dest, what befell your order was an unforgivable crime. If you would have these villains brought to justice, consider making a pilgrimage to the mark of the Warden. Though I do not follow the teachings of Azaima, it is said that to offer prayers before her mark is to invoke her divine judgment. Regardless of your faith, mayhap it would be worth the effort. Where is this mark? Whoa, that's a distance. This is a very odd turn for an MMO. Usually you don't get this amount of sadness from characters you've not just met, but, you know, had a kind of relationship with. It's a weird feeling. Why? I don't have you in my hunting log. Oh, that's a cool mount. Oh! The Maelstrom one. Okay, I didn't even know that existed. Oh, it's the wrong guy. Well, we learned something else new today. That's nice. Mark of the Warden. As you kneel before the Mark of the Warden, in a moment of quiet solitude, you breathe deep of the dry desert air. The roar of the rushing waters is punctuated by the faint chirping of wildkin and shrill cries of a hawk. The gods, however, remain silent. Oh. Oh, it happened again. You have honored the dead with your pilgrimage, Dest. Even if Azima did not hear your prayers, I believe that they provided comfort to your fallen brethren. Remember that although the body is but a vessel that must one day be surrendered to the life stream, our souls shall endure, and the righteous shall find solace in Thal's realm. Although we can perform rites for the most of the Seons, there is one whom we cannot accept. We would like you return this one to her people, the Sylphs of Little Solace. It is only proper that she be given into the care of her friends and family, so that they may mourn her in accordance with Sylphic traditions. I would have, done this straight away. Fuck, Hawthorne Hut. Yo, this one is surprised to see walking one in Little Solace. How can these ones assist walking one? Noraxia, but this one does not understand. Tremoxio, this one has heard much wailing. This one would know what has caused such distress. Terrible news, Elder One. Awful news. Walking One has returned to Little Solace, but why? These ones have not requested further aid. Noraxia? How did this happen? Explain everyone to this one, at once. So not only Neuraxia, but many of Walking One's friends were lost as well? Neuraxia. Neuraxia went to Thanalan at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Neuraxia at the end. Tell this one that Neuraxia was brave. Tell this one that Neuraxia did not suffer. This one is glad to hear Walking One's word. Thank you for bringing Neuraxia home, Walking One. These ones also wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones that these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance. Imperial Ones must pay. Imperial Ones must suffer. When the time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial Ones, do not forget these ones. These ones would not have Neuraxia's death be for naught. These ones will fight. And they really like bouncing you around. Back to... where is it? Camp Drybone. We thank you for your service to the church and to the sylphs. You may be pleased to know that, in your absence, we interred the remaining scions in the Lich Yard. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends. If so, I would remind you that you have already done so much on their behalf. Please, take a rest and set aside your burdens for now, Dest. Really taking a turn. I'm not imagining it, Dest. I know I'm being watched. No, not the girl. I know about her. No, this is different. Sinister. It is as if I am under observation. The feeling comes and goes, but I felt it when I last ventured outside. Yes, I know I felt it. Will you look outside for me, please? It will only take a moment. I mean, if they know you're here, they'd know I'm here. If they know I'm here, then, well, I'm the one they're freaking after, isn't it? Aren't they? Whoop. Oh, it's raining. That's what I thought. Oh, he cast haste on himself. It's a nice rain effect. You were attacked? Weren't you? Are you unharmed? Thank the gods. I knew it. He was watching me. But why was he watching me? What did he want with me? Did he perhaps know something of my past? If only I could have asked him. I need to think. Please, allow me a moment alone. Wait. Father Elude must hear of this. Will you tell him for me? It's important. I think others may come for me again. Heavens forfend! That such a thing should happen on holy ground. Do you have any idea who this man was? Do you notice anything distinctive about his garb or possessions? Here is the Imperial Shortsword. This is Garlean steel, which means the man who was watching Marquis was... Make haste to Camp Drybone at once. We must summon the immortal flames before more Imperials come. Too late! Because they know who I am. And they probably saw me. Oh, it's this dude. Oh, the chick. I can't remember. It's either his sister or...
I fondly
No,
hope
it's the
that I
dude.
might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate. At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Scions. I keep saying Skians.
And
Oh!
I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Cid Garland. I have come for you.
That's who I thought he was.
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartano.
Cartano, not Cartanu.
I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Quiet, old man.
Hear me, Cid. Eorzea needs you.
Here are your tools that you came with.
Cid, was it? Here. These belong to you. I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right. Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life.
He has a goblin voice. So like,
But it is time for you to help those who truly need you.
Who are you? Alfino Leveilleur, at your service.
That's her name.
As a scion of the Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did. 'Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea. The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the three city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction, leaving the scions to combat the primal threat unaided.
They helped.
And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all. The XIV have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak.
I haven't been to Kurthus yet.
Her appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength. Yet, therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled. If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary.
So I've got to run around and do errands.
And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Cid.
I have an airship?
Yes, Cid, you do. Your very own airship.
The Highwind.
It was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity. So let us begin our search there.
an airship? My airship? Oh, wait.
Very Sid.
Come, let us put an end to the primals. Together, we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
They need my airship. They need me.
What a curious twist of fate that Master Sid Garland would at last be found within our church. It defies imagination. Beg your pardon, Dest. You wish to find his airship, yes? I know not much truth there is to it, but there is a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise. Oh, they called it the Enterprise? Which grew popular in the wake of the Calamity. Much like the Great Gobu Wall of Uldar, it states that the Enterprise flew northwest from Gridania towards Coerthus? If true, the airship would have passed through the North Shroud, likely over Falgord Float, the closest settlement to Coerthus. Mayhap the Serpents stationed there have records of the event that transpired that day. I had hoped you might rest from your journeys for a time, but I see that the world still has need of you and the Scions? I can't even remember how he said it. Pray look after yourself and Sid, Destruktikus. Full good float. Oh, I like the rain here though. Oh. I have the teleport. Yappy Miko got to level 23. Congrats, dude. Oh, this town. They wouldn't help that guy out. Sup, Aethelmare? Is there aught I can assist you with, sir? The Enterprise? You speak of Master Garland's ship, yes? Aye, I needn't refer to the records. I know that the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, clearly bound for Coerthus. What became of it after that, I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Vortfort at Florentel Spire. He was on duty that day, and saw it with his own eyes. I am unsure what it is you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, would you not need a man of Master Garland's caliber to fly it? I hear tell that the machinery is fiendishly complex. You have come in search of Vortfort? Then well met, for you have found him. Indeed, I have served as whaler for many years, since before the great snows came to Coerthus. What exactly is this about? Ah, the final flight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day. 'Twas on the eve of the Battle of Courtnau. Nigh on 5 years ago, I held the spire alone that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. Then all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I'd ever seen split the sky overhead. You could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity, I'd wager it's still somewhere in Coerthus. The astrologians at the observatorium may have records which could help, but to obtain them, you would need to deal with the Ishgardians who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The high houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Dalamund descended, they took shelter behind their gates, and even now they have little regard for the plights of other nations. Nevertheless, they may deign to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Consider providing your services to the soldiers who guard the observatorium. Though they may refuse you at first, I have little doubt they would accept aid freely offered. We're going into the Coathus Central Highlands, which has a load of fucking things I need to kill. It's like a snow area, which makes... Oh wait, no, that was near a forest. It's... never mind. I forgot that we'd moved. I thought we were near the desert. Ludovic. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to House Durandare, and what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? Ha! How absurd. As if we would permit an outsider to pursue the records of the... peruse the records of the observatorium. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The holy see of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. And with that, because this is literally leading on to the next part of the quests and such, I think I will leave it there for tonight. So, thank you all for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.